T.L.P.C. Nation! Our people, back at it. Another session. We got Joey back with us.
Whoop, whoop.
Nickolas, right?
Yep.
That's his name. We got him back with us. We're going to start the session off with him and what's been going on. Reintroduce him back into the storyline. And then you already know what everyone else is doing, so everyone else please roll for initiative with your turn. I feel like between, or never mind, let's just go with this.
Saturday.
I'm looking for my kids. I got a 14.
Alright, Mike, 14. 19. Anybody else get a 19 or a 20?
I'm looking for my initiative bonus because I might have.
No one, this is just free roll. No character initiative.
Oh, well, I got 18.
Okay, 18.
I got 10, so I get my wish.
So 19, 18, 14, 10. Okay. So Trevor is second. Joey is having the honor of going first. And then 18 with Finn. And then we have Mike with a 14 and Jazz with a 10. I'm going to try to, to the best of my abilities, keep all the rounds 10 to 15-ish minutes. So give or take, that's what, because we're having, you know, extra people. I think that's good flow. Alright, so with that being said, Joey. Or what's up, Trevor? I do, absolutely do have a pencil. I know I have an extra one. Find it real quick.
What?
Oh, there's one in here. You got it? Okay. Alright. So, Joey. For the last, I'd have to say, since you saw the party depart forward into Viridian City, you were studying the nature on Route 1 in that forest right before you saw some Pokemon, and just were studying because that instinct of research took over. So you kind of lost track of time, but now you find yourself kind of being like, alright, I should probably move forward. I've had my fun doing all of the sketching and researching that you've wanted to do. So, but what brings you back to your attention is you see an assistant from Professor Oak that you're pretty familiar with approach you. The assistant's like, Nickolas! And he's kind of like in a jog, right? And he approaches you, and he's like, oh, God, I'm really happy I could catch up to you, and I don't have to search the whole Viridian City to find you. I have Professor Oak wanted me to come find you. Hang on, I am gonna mess with the music real quick. There we go. Wanted me to come find you because we have a new phenomenon going on in the Pokemon world, and he believes in you as his #1 and most promising assistant in researching potential. He wants you to help him out with a task throughout your journey on the Kanto region, and I have a lead on this phenomenon with a Pokemon that is in the Digglet tunnel up right above the Viridian City. So the phenomenon, what we're calling it, is rare type variants, and we're seeing them pop up a little bit more than normal, and it's popping up throughout all the regions from what the other professors are saying. But basically, it's where another Pokemon that normally has a typing, the typing evolves. So it's kind of like, you know, where you'd find like a regional variant. Well, it's not a Cantonian Pokemon, it's not a regional variant from any other region, but it's just something that evolved into a whole nother dual typing. But it's of a Pokemon. So we have heard in the Digglet Tunnel of a sighting of a Rhyhorn that is not normal. And I'm going to accompany you on the quest to research and find out about the RTV, rare type variant. Would you want to pursue this whatsoever, or should I go by myself and do it, do the research for Professor Oak, or would you like to help me?
So, the good professor has asked to double my workload.
You do not have to take this on. I'm going to take it on regardless, but he wanted me to find you because he knows how great you are.
Okay, let's go. I'll pick up another sketchbook before I leave Viridian.
But, Nickolas, if you do need some time to venture out through Viridian City, and, you know, buy some things, rest, whatever you want to do, by all means, you can explore. I'll meet you at the top of Viridian City if that's what you would like to do.
Okay.
And then when we re-meet, we can pursue the Digglet tunnel and see if we can find this rare type variant Rhyhorn.
Rhyhorns are pretty powerful, even a small one. I think I'd like to try and find my friends. We can have a little backup for it.
Alrighty, that works for me. I'm going to stand by at the top of Viridian City in wait of you, but I will say that if it starts getting dark, you know, I'm probably not going to pursue going into that tunnel. We probably want to wait for a different time, so maybe we can pick this up another time. But if you do meet up with me in an hour or two, you know, give yourself some time to find your friends. I might pursue it by myself, but if you're there, then we can pursue it together.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say ultimately is I want to try to do it before nighttime.
I understand. If I can't put any of them together within an hour, then we'll just go in, me and you.
Alrighty, Nickolas, thank you for your help. I am really happy I don't have to pursue a strong Pokemon by myself. But thanks to you and your assistance, I have a lot more confidence that we'll be able to do some effective research and maybe even catch this rare type variant and do some further studying after that. I know Professor Oak would be very excited and very happy if we were to achieve such thing. Well, Nickolas, I'm going to let you get at it. I'm going to make my way, and hopefully I'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
Alright. Nickolas, it's all you, man. What would you like to do?
I need to go shopping. How much money do I have? Okay, I need... Where did everyone go? What's happening in the city?
Well, there's police out.
Yeah, by the way, you do hear sirens.
Lots of sirens.
Can I have a pencil?
Yeah.
Not any stores being robbed or anything.
Out of character, you should head to the market in town and you'll find Brawly.
Ah, cactuses.
Go find Brawly. He'll fill you.
Go find Brawly, maybe. Okay.
Well, you're going shopping, right?
Yeah.
That's
at the shop?
Yep, that's where I'm at.
There you go.
Alright, Joey. You have about 8-ish minutes left with your round, so
Okay.
whatever you want to
Let's go shopping. Let's go see. I'm obviously being diligent to try and spot any of my friends along the way.
do. So you're beelining for a mart?
Yes.
Alright, is there a specific type of mart that you're trying to locate? Like a Pokemart or like maybe a general store?
Let's do Pokemart.
Alright, question. Did you want to go to a Pokemon Center at all? How's your Pokemon? They should be fine since you had a long rest, right? So
I almost definitely did, and with the amount of time that we've had between me being present, it should be fine.
alrighty.
We should all be long rested until we go to the park.
With that being said, I'm going to hyperdrive you to your designated location.
Easy. I don't have a lot of money. Let's go to a Pokemart. Let's get some prices on potions and Pokeballs. It's been a minute, so I don't remember what they go for each.
Okay, so Pokeballs are $250.
Okay.
And potions are, we're gonna go $150.
Okay.
Actually, let's keep it simple. 100 for a potion, 200 for a Pokeball.
Works for me.
A little bit cheaper for you guys, and a little bit more simple when adding.
I will take it.
So are you walking into the mart?
Yes.
So you walk into the mart, you are greeted quite in a friendly way by the store clerk. Well, hello there! How can we help you?
Hello. I need. Let me do. Oh gosh, how much do I have on me already? Let me get 2 Pokeballs and 2 potions, please.
Alrighty. So the store clerk goes, finds these items, brings them up to the register. Well, sir, this will be $600 for you.
Done and done.
So you said 2 Pokeballs?
2 Pokeballs, 2 potions.
And 2 potions.
Brings me up to
600.
5 of each.
Got it. Just writing it down so I can do some stuff later. Or actually, you're doing it for me. Cool. Excellent. Awesome. Is there anything else I can help? Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Anything else that I may be able to help you with, sir?
I think that should be all for now. How's the hustle and bustle of Little Viridian? What's the city been up to? If you don't mind my asking before I let you go.
Absolutely. So, we overheard. We're kind of on caution and alert, but high alert. But one of our general stores was robbed by 2 trainers. Is what we believe.
There was a trainer robbery.
There was here word say of a Meowth with a baseball bat, and he beat someone's phone and crushed it to the ground, and was to break people in 2 with the baseball bat. And yeah, they walked out with thousands of dollars worth of merchandise.
Wait. Meowth was threatening to break people?
Yeah, I guess the Meowth can talk.
Meowth was talking.
Yes, I know. It sounds crazy, but this is what I'm hearing. And the police are on the lookout for these 2 criminals.
I don't know if I'd call criminals.
Was it okay?
Hostile?
Okay. There's some shady folks with a tough.
Yeah, so please be careful.
Okay.
We don't want you to be mugged out there, sir.
That's fine. I just spent all my money.
Well, who knows if they're trying to rob, like Team Rocket, take people's Pokemon.
2 human criminals.
That's
what
very
I said.
true. That's very true. That explains the hustle and bustle out there. Have any new trainers come through besides me today?
To be honest, not that I can recall.
Okay.
Maybe my mind's just really shook up with what's going on, but I'm pretty sure everyone I've seen besides you is a pretty familiar face, and even though I think you're pretty recognizable.
We probably crossed paths once or twice.
Right, I recognize you. You've come in and out of this store before, so it's good to see you again, sir. And hopefully, good luck and be safe out there.
I would ask if you're hallucinating, but I don't assume that.
You know, I'm really shaken up with what's going on.
That's totally valid. I don't assume that
I'm the only one here, and if someone comes in and tries to mug me, you know, it's just a really scary position to be in.
Don't find yourself in danger now. I won't be of much help. But, good luck, and thank you for your help with this.
Right back at you. All right, so you leave the store. You see a nice, bright, sunny, beautiful day in Viridian City. What do you do next?
How long has it been, like, in story? It's only probably like 10 or 20 minutes, I'm guessing.
Probably in story, I'm gonna assume took you about 20-ish minutes to get to the mart, and then about probably 3 to 5 minutes to conversate and buy what you needed to buy. So about 25 minutes in game. But I'm about to go to next round, but I do want to hear where your direction is going to.
I'm gonna spend a little bit of time walking around the city looking for signs of them. I know
Perfect.
there's a little pond in Viridian that somebody might be at. Maybe. No. Well, that's unfortunate.
Keep looking, you'll find it. And I think that's perfect because that will be great for while I'm with somebody else. Your character's actively doing something, which is taking up time, which is great.
I'll spend for in storage, so you have your numbers. I'll spend 20 to 30 minutes max looking, and if not, I'm going for
On your next round, we can also do some rolls, maybe some perception rolls, investigation rolls, maybe.
Where is the general store in conjecture to the because he might be able to see me on the street
So,
right now.
The way I visualize it is like in the middle, there's the Pokemart. The Pokemart would be on the right side of the Pokemon Center, and then blocks away more to, I would have to say, I believe the east side of town. In like more of the middle lower area
So
would be the
close-
general store.
closer to the
I'd have to
right.
say approximately like 10 to 15 minute walk. I mean, like there's a lot of buildings and trees and stuff, so you can't just straight visually see the general store, but if you know where it's at, you could fairly make your way there quite quickly. Alright, so thank you, Joey. We're going to move on to Trevor. So last time, you had taken out 2 of Joey the Elder's Pokemon. You had 3 Pokemon left. 2 Pokemon were quite critically damaged and left with a low HP, and then you have 1 Pokemon still fresh, ready to go. So,
I think Seal was the last one I had, right?
yep, and Seal is poisoned and has 4 HP. So I'm gonna write down a few things before I send out Joey the Elder's Pokemon.
Historic or standard?
Let's say historic though.
I'm thinking about playing an annoying deck. I mean, an annoying deck.
Alrighty. And let's move this to... Alright, so Joey the Elder acknowledges you, Roland, for your battling skills and getting him to his last Pokemon. Joey the Elder says, alright, Roland, you deserve my very best and my oldest and first friend in my Pokemon journey. He looks to his Pokeball with such passion and throws it out. Go, Taz! And as you see this Pokemon come out of the Pokeball, you see this bigger version of what you were seeing. And you see, well, I don't think you would know, but it's a bigger version. It's more on its, standing up on its like hind legs. And the color is more of a brown, light brown color. What would you like to do with that?
I mean, like, yeah, I don't think my character would, like, know what's up.
You can use something that you have.
The Pokedex. Yeah,
Would you like to?
Yeah.
Alright. So Trevor, or Roland, I should say, is going to use his Pokédex to see what this Pokemon is.
Raticate, the mouse Pokemon. It whittles down its constantly growing fangs by gnawing on hard things. It can chew apart cinder block walls.
And this is the cry that you hear. Alright. So, he says, go, Taz! And you see Eradicate in front of you.
But it's darker.
No, it's just normal Eradicate. The one that you faced was a rat-a-tat from the Alone region, which was darker. Alright, so let's roll for initiative to see, because I'm assuming you're going to keep out Seal.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
Well, you, my friend, are most likely going first. But, let me see what my roll is. You are definitely going first. Alright, what would you like to do?
We're gonna go ahead and throw an icy wind at him.
An icy wind. Alright, so with that being said, roll to hit.
11.
You will miss the AC. Alright. Alright, Taz. I know it's been a little minute since we've battled. But I know your greatness and I know what you can do. So he is going to focus energy. It is back to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the headbutt. 7.
You say 7?
Yeah.
Alright. So you see the seal at first form a whole elemental icy wind and like throw it at the Raticate, but the Raticate is fresh and it's agile and it misses. It dodges out these icy shards that are coming at it. And then it takes its time as it has its distance and gets this super focused, intense look at you as it's charging up energy. And then you see Seal try to take advantage of this scenario and rush in, jump up a little bit, and try to deliver a fine headbutt. But still, this Raticate is just on high alert and very agile and full of energy and dodges this headbutt. And in response,
Oh boy.
you see the Raticate use Bite. So I'm going to roll the hit. That with my to hit bonus is an 18. So that will hit. So it doesn't get the crit because it wasn't a natural 18. By the way, I'm supposed to roll for toxic damage. So that's 2. So you're at 2 HP. Alright, rolling for damage. Alright, it delivers 10 damage. So, as it counters the headbutt, the Raticate is just on par and just delivers a fine chunk right onto Seal. You see, Seal has been a champion this whole fight, just hanging in there, and finally just has nothing, beyond nothing left to give. And you hear Seal go, Seal! And just go down, as it's been just beyond exhausted and just ready for rest. What is your next move? What Pokemon will you send up?
You know, I think we're gonna go ahead and send out Bellsprout one more time.
You know, I respect it. Alright, so you're sending out Bellsprout. Got it. So Bellsprout has 5 HP, 12 ACs. Yep. Remember to look at the special properties and ability because that could help you. Roll for your initiative. You will go first. So do you want to reignite you throwing out Bellsprout or anything?
Yeah.
Try to get some more role playing in.
Seal, come back! You did a great job! Alright, Bellsprout finish what we started.
That's right. I like it. All right. What's your first move? I will say that it is sunny out, so I think that might give you your bell sprout somewhat of a benefit.
We're gonna go ahead and find it.
Did you say Vine Whip?
Yeah.
All right. Please roll to hit.
Barely missed the AC.
Alright, so as you see the vines coming out, you also notice that Bellsprout is still exhausted. Barely, just by like inches, misses a fine whip on the Eradicate. The Eradicate's starting to sweat a little bit as he was almost just whipped with a really strong vine. We'll go with, this will be the last move of the round, and then we'll go forward. Alright, Taz. You've taken one down. Can we make a great comeback? I believe in you. Eradicate goes for Hyper Fang. And he will roll it. And I'm going to assume 8 does not hit your AC. So, something procs, I believe.
Yes, so...
Now that Eradicate missed.
Whenever the user evades an attack, if not paralyzed or asleep, the user gains a +1 evasion up to +3 AC boost and may move 5 feet each time.
So you have a +1, so you're now at a 13 AC. And then I believe another ability procs, or a special property that gives you a bonus to hit.
Nimble reflexes, passive +2 AC when user dodges an attack and gains +2 to hit for the next round.
Okay, so for one round, instead of your AC being 13, it is 14. Just for the one round, and you get a +2 to hit?
Yeah.
So on your next turn, you get the +2 to hit, and then on Radicate's next turn, it has to hit a 14 to hit you.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to move forward. I think that's pretty good. Good job. Alright, let me look at the list. I believe it is Finn.
It is indeed.
I believe that you had just left Blue's gym.
I have.
What would you like to do with your day?
I was heading towards the market, maybe with plans to go towards the Pokemon tournament to try to find someone that I know.
Okay, so would you like to go to the market first? Or would you like to go to the tournament location?
I mean, I thought the tournament location was through the market. I guess it just wasn't.
It's more like, it's close. I would have to say that the market and Pokemon Center, and the way I'm visualizing things, is more upper middle, and the tournament is more like really good, like in the center.
Cool.
Good call. Alright, so I'm going to say, for the sake of time and everything, this is where you've been working toward. Is it the tournament that you...
Not sure.
Alright, Finn. Or I should say, Alec, you said that you were going to rendezvous at the tournament location in the center of Viridian City. I will say, for the sake of things, you've spent your good 15 minutes-ish, maybe 20 at most, getting there to the tournament location. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll go in. I don't really have like an end goal in mind. It just was like.
Either way.
There was people talking about going there, so why not?
So, you do see Roland in the heat of battle. You see Eradicate. You see Joey the Elder. You see his Bellsprout bobbing and weaving. You just saw the amazing dodge it just made. You do also get a little message indicator on your Pokephone.
Okay, Rotom.
It's an email.
Alright, Rotom. What's
So
it say?
the email is from Blue.
Okay.
And what the email says is, it says, Alec Zeta. the promising legendary prodigy that I so much believe in. I would like to do some exclusive contest training with you. If you can make it back to the gym by sunfall, maybe I'll extend my hours a little bit. I would love to be able to teach 2 of your Pokemon how to use cool style moves. Out of character, meaning that you can take 2 Pokemon, not only would they get EXP bonuses from the training and exclusive concentrated training from Blue, but you could take 1 move from each of these 2 Pokemon and make it cool, even though it originally was not.
Alright.
If you would like to do so, the offer is on the table for exclusive contest training. So that was the email. You read it. What is your response?
Sounds cool.
I see what you did there. Alec's gonna look over into the stadium. Does it look like it's going well for him?
Roland, what's your expression? It's kind of balanced in the sense that, out of character, he has 2 Pokemon. One is on the edge of faint. He has a full Pokemon left. Joey the Elder is on his left.
Determined. I would say he looks.
So it's kind of a close match. It could go either way at this point.
Roland is very determined.
They're very both focused in on the match. Like, Roland does not see really anything outside of what's going on.
I literally was just about to say, he's like
Can I use my persuasive abilities to turn the crowd against Joey the Elder?
Make a roll, please.
What are you gonna do? Try to boo the guy out?
Right?
Well, morale is half the battle.
Okay.
That is an 18, 12 plus 6.
I didn't know if it was one of those situations where
That will work.
Situation
I do need the trays on the table when we make rolls, please. 18, yes, please. You succeed the DC.
Alec's just gonna lean in. Do I see like any like old ladies who look like they like to gossip?
I would have to say you at least see 1 pair of old ladies. It has a really great range of diversity between young, middle-aged, older people, different ethnicities. Like, there's a lot to work with. I'd have to say, with who's watching, it's a good 20 to 30-ish people, give or take. It's a small to medium-sized crowd.
Alec's gonna just like kind of lean against the wall, like by them, like not talking to them directly, but just like, I can't believe he's dedicating this to his sister who's in the hospital. Oh, she's dedicating this to her sister who's in the hospital. I hope she wins. And then just gonna turn around and walk out.
And you see like a little bit of like a tear. Were you talking about like the older ladies as who you were, or anybody?
Like, yeah, I just wanted to be like close to them because.
So you hear the older ladies overhear your conversation like, oh my, I can't believe that this trainer out here has such heart. And you see a little sparkling tear. She's like, you got this, girl! You got this! You hear like this older lady just like cheering for you, and then you see this other lady that's her friend cheering for you as well, and you look and you see a little tear in the older lady's eye, and they're just like, we believe in you! We believe in us!
Alec's just gonna flash a thumbs up and then head back towards the gym.
And then all of a sudden, you hear like, yeah! She got this! And you see like the crowd start elevating, like, woo! I don't know your name, but you're a rock star! See, yeah, the crowd is cheering for you. Joey the Elder is so just enticed with pulling off the victory. He is semi-affected, but not too much. But I would have to say your character has gotten a little bit of a morale boost. And I would have to say your Pokemon is, maybe you take this inspiration and give it to your Pokemon. By the way, with him doing that, your character / Pokemon, if you want to use it on your Pokemon, now has inspiration.
I'm a bard.
Alright, so, you're heading back to,
Yeah.
the gym. Okay. I'd have to say that you take your 15-ish, probably more 20-25 minutes making it back to the gym. You have arrived at the gym. What would you like to do?
I would like to go inside the gym.
Perfect. Walking into the gym, you see Atlantia and you see Lee doing some training with Blue, but you also notice that they are done with their training in the sense they're wrapping things up and they are leaving the gym. And then you see Blue's attention on you and just be like, he starts clapping, he's like, Alec Zita, you made it, I'm glad you got my email. Just finished up a little bit of training with these promising contest trainers, trying to improve upon their skill, but I'm beyond excited to work with you specially. Well, Atlantia, great luck. I'm sure I'll hear all about your success, and great luck to you, Lee. You did a great job today, by the way. Even though you came in second,
Sorry.
in the way of your effort, you came in first as well.
I tried
with
to get
me.
my sweatshirt
And then
out.
you see them, acknowledge you. Lee, more like martial artist, kind of puts his hands together, gives you a respectful nod with his hands together. And Atlantia is like, "What's up, Alec? Woo-hoo!" Very cheery, energetic move.
Alec's gonna point.
She's like, "Man, I didn't know you were gonna get some exclusive training. I don't think you need any."
You know what? You know what? That makes two of us. I
Well-
didn't know either until 20 minutes ago.
If you don't mind me, I was about to leave, but I'm just gonna pop a squat and watch and take some more notes on this exclusive training.
Vintage.
So you see her kind of get in the stands and just enjoy herself. She pops out her Pokemon, which happens to be a Squirtle. And then, she's just holding her Squirtle, and then I'm gonna say it's probably been roughly right about time for the round to change. So with that being said, Blue engages you, says, "Alright, let's step into the stadium. I would love to train 2 of your Pokemon. So choose 2 Pokemon you'd like me to work with, or us work with together, and I will teach them the cool style."
Alright. Can I have time to think on it?
Absolutely. With that being said, we can go to the next round. While you are talking with Blue and figuring that out, I will also say that it is now, I believe, Brawly's turn. Brawly, I believe you're entering the mart, if I'm correct.
The general store. Yes.
General store. Alright, so the general store, you walk in, right?
Yep.
Alright.
After having that enlightening conversation with my mother.
Alright, so you see that walking in, you see that there's 2 people in the store, a manager now, and then a clerk that's kind of just off, in the back. He looks super duper shaking up, he is just paralyzed in fear, almost traumatized, if not traumatized. And then you see the manager acknowledge you and be like, "Hey sir, how are you and how can we help you?"
Sorry, I heard what happened earlier.
Yeah, that type of thing doesn't happen in the city too often. It caught everyone off guard, and my great employee that, did the best he could with the situation, he is, he is recovering in the back, so I'll be taking over, and if anything you need, I got you, man.
Alright, just looking for a couple of things. I know you're busy with the investigation and everything. No worries, my mom's on the case, and she's the best around, so I'm sure she'll catch whoever those bad guys may have been.
Yeah, I do... Or who is your mom?
Oh, my mom's the officer leading the investigation out front.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she is quite renowned. I definitely have a lot of confidence and faith in that lady. I'm sure she will get to the middle of this.
Oh, she's always busy, so she will do her best as always. So what I would like to do is I just won fishing contest. So I'd like to get some more bait.
All right.
And I would also like to see how much are you guys' flashlights going for?
All right. So the bait's going to be $250 a piece, and then the flashlight. Let me double check. He does some investigating just to make sure he has the right price for you. $800 for a flashlight.
Oh, what colors do you have?
We have black, we have white, we have green and blue, and then we do have exclusive for the moment a purple and a pink. And it's more like what you see is metallic metal, like for those colors.
Metal's a little metaler.
Alright, can I get Oh, I just remembered. I think last time I was in here, I recalled seeing in the fishing section there was a lure?
Yes, we do have lures. Are you interested in such thing?
What I was going for.
Lure. Finn, off the top of your head, do you know what the cost of lure is? No. Lure's going to be $1,000.
Alright, well, I definitely want a lure, and I will take 2 of your bait as well.
Alrighty.
And I will hand the man 15 or 1,500.
Got it. So a lure and 2 bait.
Yep.
Awesome, writing that down. Alright, cool. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate your business. If there's anything else we can help you with, please let me know. We'd love to help you. And by the way, be careful out there. You already know what's going on, but you know there are some criminals that are threatening people and stealing their merchandise. So please be careful.
Well, appreciate your kind words. Have a great rest of your day.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna head out of the store.
Alright. With the rest of your round, what would you like to do?
Have I gone to the Pokemon Center yet?
Not since you first arrived.
Okay. When I get outside, I'm gonna go give my mom a hug and wish her luck.
Yeah, she engages, she gives you a nice strong hug. She's like, alright, sweetie, love you, please take care, be safe out there.
And I'm gonna tell her, yep, just gonna go heal up my Pokemon and try and find my friends, make sure they're alright.
Alright, have fun. I'll see you again.
Did we exchange numbers, Joe?
I don't think anybody did.
I don't think so.
No, I was like, let's do it, and everyone thought it was a dumb idea.
No, actually, you did say that. We all did. I just don't think Joey was here for that point. I do remember it being a conversation being like, oh, okay, we take this time to exchange numbers.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the benefit of the doubt of your faith in that. And
I just
so
wasn't present at the time, no problem.
so you can in the future
Yeah,
exchange.
absolutely.
But I'm gonna say it was the core party of the 4, right?
I'm pretty sure it was like almost right after we got out of the forest and we were splitting up to go into
Okay,
the city.
so then the 4 of you have each other's phone.
I thought Joey was with us when we came out of the forest.
He was.
But was he with us when we split up in the city though?
No.
There you go.
No. You're right.
So we're gonna go with that, but it's an easy fix. Alright, so are you heading to the center?
Yes.
Center is literally like right next door. You walk into the center.
I'm gonna hand over my Pokemon that need healed up.
Alright.
And then while I'm waiting, I'm gonna message the squad whose numbers I have and let them know, hey, I've made it back to the Pokemon Center. This was our meetup spot. Should I hang out here, or should I come meet up with you guys?
Got it. So the nurse and the Mr. Mime and the Chansey take your Pokemon, are working on recovery. I would have to say 2 people of the party are not in position to be able to respond.
I feel like
Finn might be in position, but he's pretty focused on a conversation with Blue right now, so...
why can't I respond?
I don't know, Mr.
I feel like
Social
if you
Media
took your
over there.
attention away from you, he might hop away.
It's true.
You can't because last time we were engaged with you, you were playing with a Mew at the ancient ruins.
I mean, fair, but that doesn't mean that my phone couldn't go off in my pocket and cause issues
Okay,
between...
that's fair.
I'm just saying...
Your phone goes off.
I could
And
just
when we
say like
get
that
to your
could be a
round, if
switch
you want
over.
to break up your situation with the Mew, by all means,
Well,
go
I'm just
ahead.
saying I doubt
up
I
to you.
silenced it. That's all I'm saying. Am I going to take my attention away from you? Who knows? But
Yeah,
I'm just saying
I'll give you
the
that.
sound could cause a situation.
I will definitely give you that, so you can make your decision when you get to it.
It's the same, probably barely knows something.
Alright, awesome. So it's been a good little minute. The nurse says, "Hey trainer, we have your Pokemon. They're all healed up. If you'd like them, they're ready when you are."
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. Have a safe journey.
And then I'm gonna just kind of hang out in front of the Pokemon Center, and while I'm waiting, I'm gonna message Titus about the fishing spot.
All right.
He wanted to show me.
Excellent. Titus is in position, and he does get back to you quite quickly. He's like, "Hey, Brawly, my bud. I had just made it to back over to the lake, and if you want to meet up with me, I can take you to the secret fishing spot that."
Who?
What was that?
Titus?
Titus is one of the rivals from Pallet Town.
Oh.
He was the one that was like Mike, that was the big burly hiker dude,
And he saw me at the fishing contest, and we exchanged numbers.
and became friends. They have a
Okay.
lot in common.
2 like-minded people.
Exactly. So he gets back to you with coordinates to where he's at like, I'm sure with your navigational skills, I think you have a map, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you should be able to make it to his location if you do choose to go that way. He said, "Can't wait to show you where it's at. Let's have some fun. Let's catch..." He's like, "I have a Pokemon I've been after for a long time, and let's see if one of us can get it."
I'm gonna respond to him. Sounds great. There's been some trouble going on in town. Just need to make sure my friends are alright, and I will let you know when I'm on my way.
Alright. He's like, "I'll see you soon." Alright, so with that being said, do you want to go to the next round while you're waiting? You have about, I'd have to say, 5 minutes left in your round. Or you can just kind of pass it while you're
I'm
waiting.
gonna do that.
Alright, cool.
Because I'm kind of at a point where I could go in a couple of different directions. But yeah, I'm gonna wait.
I like it. It's really good positioning. Kind of give everyone a chance to see if they get back to you. Jazz, it's your turn. So, last time.
Was it? First off, it was my Smoochum that was out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Playing with them.
Yep. So the Smoochum is playing with the Happiny, and then the Mew,
Is tossing the rock
yes, and then
Stone
vanished
back.
in front of you,
and then showed up right
and
in front
then
of my
was
face.
behind you and tapped on your shoulder in a playful manner. You looked back just to
And
see
then that's where we
a
ended up with
fragment
him.
of the Mew, only to see disappear again, and then drop. I think maybe it
I
dropped
dropped it right in my.
like a rock in front of you because it teleported up top and just.
Well, I tossed it a few times and then he would bring it back to me, but then he finally dropped it in my lap.
Yeah, exactly. Through telekinesis and psychic ability.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So yeah, that's where you're at. What would you like to do? The Mew is engaged. Your 2 other Pokemon, or Smoochum and the Happiny, are having a super fun time just playing with each other. You see the Smoochum giving big smooches to the Happiny, and the Happiny is loving it. You see the Mew is having a playful time with you as well.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
So he also gets to choose when because.
Oh, that's right. So by the way, you do feel and hear a little bit of a sound of your phone with a message. So
Like, does it make a big sound? Like a sound
a
that
little
the Mew
subtle
would
sound, more of a
would the-
vibration is what gets your attention.
Okay. So, the Mew didn't notice, like, it doesn't disrupt
No,
the Mew or anything.
not really at all.
Okay. Then,
Thank you. Appreciate you.
sorry. I probably won't, like, look at it right now, just because I'm, like, in the middle of stuff. So the Mew dropped the rock right in my lap.
Mm-hmm.
Mew! Mew! How far away is Mew from you when it dropped it? Did it stay away? Because you said it teleported beside me and then disappeared again and dropped the rock in my lap. But did it teleport to be in my lap? Did it just teleport the rock to be in my lap? Did it just...
So what happened is it teleported behind you playfully, touched your shoulder, and then as you were to look back, it was playing it like a hide and seek teleport game. It teleported above you, gently dropped the rock in your lap, and now the Mew has like levitated using its psychic ability, kind of down in a position where it's like right in front of you. The Mew is probably within a foot of your, like, face to face.
A foot, like arm length foot?
Yes.
Kind of so like he's like just right here.
Yeah, you could touch the Mew if you chose to touch the Mew. It's very close. The Mew is kind of like, very curious,
Well, I'm not going to try to touch Mew specifically.
but in a very playful way.
Huh? I mean, he's being playful, yeah, but I don't want to, like...
He or she.
He, she. The Mew. I don't want to touch the Mew by... And then, like, possibly, like, be like, okay, that's about, like, a line that should have been weighted. But maybe because I was trying to give snacks earlier, but I tripped over my own feet, maybe I'll try to, like, just hold my hand out with the snacks. And do an animal handling.
Please do.
And just see if it'll, like, because I had the rock in one already, so I'll just try doing it. Like a snacky snack.
You protected under our roof. With the right auto and home coverage at the right price.
Oh, thank you.
14.
You literally hit the check. So yeah, you successfully, peacefully extend your hand out with the snack, and the Mew happily takes it, examines it, and then takes a little bite, and is actually really happy with the snack and the taste.
The snacky snacks.
It acknowledges you and what you're trying to do. It gives you more of like a smile, and then
Smile.
shakes its head at you in like a forward positive nod, extends its tail as if it were trying to give you like a handshake.
Do I have to do another animal check? Or since it's extending to me?
Yeah, it's what you want to do.
Okay, so then I see his cute little pink Mew tail come towards me. Yup. And I'm just gonna be nice and soft and gentle, be like, kind of like, once again, letting it choose to do it because I don't want to like, I want to make, kind of like, with any animal, give it its stuff and its freedom, where I'm like, okay, I slowly move it over, and you've never seen Being a Dragon, so you don't know the scene between Toothless and Hiccup, but I go like this, and then so put my hand out for him, to do a little shaky shake,
And it
softly.
it's gaining trust with you. It wraps its tail around your hand and then moves its tail up and down as if it were a handshake, and gets happy that its trust in you wasn't betrayed. Mew, mew. And then
Now I bring out my Pokeball. Just kidding. Just kidding.
It gets closer to you, and then kind of just gives you like a little headbutt, kind of like forehead to forehead, kind of just like playfully, kindly, just kind of like playing with you. And then you see the Mew's attention turn. It goes over to
Is the what's his face still there?
the happening.
No, the other.
Yeah, Azra is literally documenting everything right now and sketching. Like he is. By the way, just to kind of give Joey some insight, Azra Ray, one of the trainers from Pallet Town, he met up, kind of just.
He showed up without my permission.
Yeah, he was already on a mission to go to the ancient ruins for Professor Oak and do some, like, see if he can investigate legendary Pokemon sighting. He ended up coming across Jazz, and then they embarked together to check out the scene, and this is what's happened. He's been very passive and very quiet, just taking notes and doing a lot of extensive research with his notepad about what's going on. So that you're up to date. So the Mew...
with the enemy.
Huh? Feutinizing with the enemy? Yeah, you freaking know what I am.
So the Mew turns its attention from you, even though you've semi-befriended it for the most part. It goes over to the Smoochum. It taps on the Smoochum's shoulder, and the Smoochum looks up at the Mew. The Mew like lifts up its arms as it's like right beside it and goes Mew. And the Smoochum looks up, smooch, smooch, Smoochum. Gives the Mew a smooch. The Mew also embraces the love, and
He's
then
saying goodbye.
and then uses its telekinesis to take the Smoochum, put the Smoochum over to you, drop it into your lap.
I hold Smoochum.
And then you also see the Mew engage in the happening like it was previously already doing before you guys showed up. Alright, so you see the Mew engaging the happening, and what you see now is something that you definitely want to pay close attention to. The Mew basically uses its telekinesis, and both the Happiny and the Mew levitate into, like, you know, the
air.
The air. Well, they're already in there, but more or less the sky. It's about 8 feet in the air instead of like on ground level. You see the Mew go up to like very close to the Happiny and like touch it, the Happiny on its shoulders with its arms, and then also give it that gentle like headbutt to its face, but also at the same time closing its eyes. You see both Pokemon turn white. Like as if like something similar that you would have seen with an evolution. When a Pokemon evolves, it usually turns bright white and kind of goes off and on with that color, and then it transforms into evolution. So with this, you're seeing something similar, but it's not like evolving into something bigger. So this process takes about, I'd have to say, 2-3 minutes. You see the Happiny and the Mew just pure white and this bright light. It's kind of hard to see. And then you see them go back down. And when you see the color fade, you see that the Happiny looks different and is different.
Like a different Pokemon, like it evolved?
It looks the same, but if you want to do a perception check, I can give you some good details.
I'll do perception. Give me a second. I gotta check if I get bonuses with Soju or not. Because I can't remember. No, I do not. You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
That's 9.
I will give you advantage.
Because I'm like sitting right next to it.
Exactly. I mean, you're gonna see you're gonna notice something different regardless, but with how much detail I give you is basically the factor.
Okay, 15?
That is good enough. So you see the Happiny. It looks like the same size and the same like structure of the happening, but you notice something different in the sense of its color. So its color, instead of it being bright pink, it is now bright purple. You also see where it has like a white has like a white line around its tummy. That is now pink. And then
Is that happening? Is what we're looking at?
yes. And so one thing that you also notice that is probably the biggest thing that you see that's definitely different about it is that it's now radiating a pink / dark purple, so bright pink / dark purple aura. As if maybe its typing has changed.
It's typing?
You don't know. You just know something is obviously different about it. And what you can see. You also see Azra, as you look back, writing a lot of information down, and you see on the expression on his face like he's starting to put some pieces together about the new phenomenon. So, we're going to end the round right there for you.
Okay.
That's what you see. We are going back over to Nickolas.
Okay.
By the way, hopefully my timing on the rounds has been fairly good for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm just still trying to figure out Pokemon.
Which Pokemon?
Good night.
Alright, Nickolas, you've spent some time. What would you like to do? Would you like to explore more, is what you said?
I told the assistant I would be there in an hour. I spent 20-ish minutes shopping. I'll spend another 20-ish minutes looking for my friends. If I can't find any sign of them, then I'm just going out.
Excellent. Let's make some investigation and some perception rolls. And what would you like to, like, what direction are you heading? Like, is...
I'm heading in the direction of the pond in town.
Got it.
Pawn shop?
So I have to say, you've made it to, like, more or less... Where you were right outside the Pokemart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what was your perception?
12.
And the Pokemart is right next to the Pokemon Center?
That's what I'm getting at. So
That's why I kind of love
give me advantage on your roll.
I am standing outside. Kind of on my
12
phone.
is now a 14.
Perfect. So, as you're enjoying the beautiful sunny day, you're just kind of looking around, and you look right over, and you're like, oh my goodness. You see someone familiar.
Brawly!
Nickolas! Oh, it's been some time since I've seen you. How have you been?
I'm okay. I've kind of got something going on. Are you doing anything?
Not particularly. I'm waiting for the rest of the crew to message me back here.
Cool. Why don't you give me their numbers while we take a little trip?
Yeah, sure. Let's exchange numbers real quick too, and I'll add you to the group chat that I sent.
Perfect.
So what's going on?
Professor Oak decided to double my workload.
Why is that not surprising?
It wasn't for me either, trust me. So I need to go meet one of his assistants at the Digglet cave.
Digglet.
Digglet.
Oh, right over by Pewter.
Yep.
What's going on
No,
over there?
no, the entrance that's just north of here.
Oh.
Super close.
Oh, the other side of the forest.
The other side of the forest. Some weird new phenomenon they've discovered apparently. They let us be gone for all of a couple days, and now they found something new, of course.
Interesting. So, what I'm hearing is you want me to go with you.
Yes.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Okay.
I like caves. That's kind of my thing.
You do like caves. I'm happier in the forest, but I can deal with it. I can do a cave.
Oh, nature's just a beautiful thing.
It's true.
Yeah, of course I'll go with you.
Well then, if you've got nothing to do but wait for the others, let's go see if we can't make some progress and make some discoveries.
I'm gonna... Yeah.
While we're walking, you can tell me what you all have been up to.
I'm gonna message the group chat saying, hey, I found Nickolas, guys. He returned to us.
Nickolas.
We're going to the Digglet cave. Meet there. And then I'm also gonna message Titus and be like, hey, something came up. Hopefully we can meet up later, and we should try and fish your secret spot tonight. Question mark. Send. And then I'm going to fill in Nickolas of certain things that have happened. I imagine we're walking towards the location. As soon as I'm going to start filling them in on, I won the fishing contest, I caught this really huge golding, obviously, because I'm most excited about all of that going on. Let them know that I got a new lure. Titus and I have become friends, and he's going to show me a really sweet fishing spot later, hopefully. And then, while I'm filling them in on what's been going on in that aspect, as soon as we're away from people, and it's just me and him kind of walking along that path.
I'll say about 30-ish, close to that hour has gone by. You're out of earshot of everyone.
And I'm gonna stop.
You're outside of the city limits.
I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
And then I imagine you're gonna notice that I stop, and then you're gonna stop and turn around.
Take a few paces, but yeah.
And then I'm gonna give you this look of just disgust. So I will let you know something. My mom is Officer Jenny. And the two culprits that robbed the store. Have you heard of the trouble that's happened in town in the past couple of days?
I was going to ask if you heard. I talked to the shopkeep at the Pokemart and got a little update. I haven't called my father yet, but...
Well, two of our friends happen to be those culprits.
They mentioned a talking Meowth.
That was a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
But also the description of the two ladies. And we have been with these people. They didn't seem the type. But I also don't care to turn them in. How do you feel?
Pull out my sketchbook, turn to the pages where I have them sketched in, and I'm gonna take your worries. What?
And I'm sure you've heard the stories of my younger days before I was allowed to have a Pokemon, and how much trouble my mother has saved me from being in.
I'm not.
Many moons was my punishment of working on the ranch. There's a reason why I'm as strong as I am.
Check, duly noted. Brawly can snap people like twigs, we already knew. When did...
I wasn't there for it. I was at the contest at the lake. But I heard the sirens.
Okay, so I don't need to check on my family. They're probably fine.
We dropped this.
Let's unpack this later, you and me. Let's figure out what we're doing later. Was it Alec involved?
Just two females, from what my mother told me, and they have fairly good description of both of them. Or at least the one of them.
Joey doesn't remember my description. Joey wasn't here for my description. It's the knowledge of what my character was. I know.
The son of a champion.
But I've already told him I know who both of them are and they're our friends.
I know.
They cry.
Here, you could read my description of me.
Well, I'm not going to describe what you look like, but I have already told him it's people in our party, so he is well aware. And you understand what that means for us. I've been in trouble enough. I already know. Just by us being around them puts us in the same predicament as them. Which is why it's best not to say anything at this juncture. Which is why I didn't tell my mom. Even though it could have saved me and potentially the rest of us. But I'm going to save that card for later.
Okay.
With that being said, let's get to the task at hand. I just wanted to give you an update.
Cool. Criminals. Okay. Thanks.
Out of character, essentially, we're all criminals. We're part of a criminal organization at this point.
So glad to come back into this.
That Professor Oak put together.
I may or may
I'm part of this.
You can't be mad at me for double
I told
checking.
Patrick the whole
And then as
champion.
we're walking, under my breath, loud enough for just you to hear, old man, why would he put a band of misfits together? And where do you fit in? As I kind of glance at you.
I don't see what
And then I chuckle, and I just increase my pace a little
I'm
bit.
like, wait, how is
I
Finn a
next finish
criminal?
because I don't know how to use a camera.
criminal by association.
I'm just like, what did I do? When did I
Yeah,
miss?
you were.
You're guilty just for
Joey's like,
noticing.
what? Was it Finn?
Was it Alec?
Well, I know my spot in the group. Obviously, I'm
Yes,
the
the person
muscle.
who videotaped everything he does. It's him.
We have the
That
muscle. We have the hacker.
Oh man.
Couple deception artists. It's a perfect crew for a criminal organization.
I have an intelligence of 10.
So,
What happened while I was gone?
Thanks.
What happened while I was here?
I would say that
That's what I'm saying.
the end of your round is about to be approached. So, what would you like to do with the rest of your round?
We're going to meet up.
Alright, yeah, we need to rendezvous with the professor's assistant.
All right. So, you have just made it to like that area where Digglet's cave would be, and you see something very shocking and intimidating when you arrive, and you guys are probably like 30-40-ish yards out from the cave entrance, but we're gonna leave it at that you see something very intimidating and shocking at the cave entrance.
Damn it!
In your search for the assistant. So, Roland.
I got the crowd on your side for you.
And I'm taking inspiration on this next turn.
That is fair. You may do whatever you will. So, do we remember whose turn it was?
It's Roland's turn.
Yeah, I just got
Roland's
bit.
up to bat.
All right, yeah. So you got the dodge. So your ACs went up, and now you have a +2 to hit on your next attack. And then for the next round, your AC it will be 14 instead of 13. What would you have to do?
We're gonna go ahead and.
All right, reunite.
So,
you went from this. You watching this?
upon hearing
And it was like, wait a second.
Alec
what is that?
pump up the crowd thingy, I kind of notice him.
Checks out.
See him walking away. I'm like, and I say, "Come on, Bellsprout, you hear that? They're rooting for us. We got it. Come on, I know we can do this. Bellsprout, use Fine Wit."
Excellent. Roll to hit.
16.
With your... Is that just a natural 16?
Yeah.
So without even your bonuses, you hit. So roll for damage.
His older sister, younger sister, or she?
I just said she dedicated this to her sister who's in the hospital. That's the only thing I've done bad. I lied.
A liar.
I'm now part of an
Brain damage.
criminal organization.
And that was
With the
Go play.
But do you even
the
know
+2
No.
and
I'm just like,
wait +2.
here I am.
So the +2
Thinking I'm
is to
doing a
hit.
great Pokemon
So
game.
that's just a hit. So you do half of your. Is it a physical attack?
I mean, in reality,
I
Violence?
don't even know.
So
the
do half of your
story.
physical attack, and then whatever you
I
roll,
was
you
at
add
the
that together.
contest.
That's right.
I never went to the market.
The only reason
And then
I
roll
had
me a
that
d4
idea
for
is
stat.
I saw my mom.
First story, it was the meow. 'Cause
So
all I was
14
doing was
damage?
trying to get the money to get
14
paid.
damage.
You
That's a
started.
solid hit.
You were like, you're
So-
like Kaggle with fist.
You almost got bloody. Do
Not a
you
fist, glare.
want to do the reenactment of or roleplay Divine Whip, or should I?
Prices
do the
were
right-
ridiculous.
Alright, so, you see, you find inspiration from the crowd, and you deliver it, and you transfer it with your words to your Bellsprout. And even though your Bellsprout is so close to fainting and exhausted beyond belief, it feels rejuvenized and refocused and inspired through you, your will of fire, to make sure it can do something and make you proud. It goes, Bellsprout, and looks at that Raticate, and just with probably the most accelerated speed and dialed in vision of explosive power with its vines. It goes wide, and then just comes in and whaps. It like slaps the Raticate, but at the same time slapping the Raticate, it totally like wraps the Raticate, lifts it in the air with its extra like oomph of strength, and slams it on the ground. And then you hear like you see and hear like that impact, and you see the dust come up from around the Raticate, and the Raticate's like, Raticate! And Joey the Elder's like, Taz, are you okay? And Taz shakes it off, looks back at Joey the Elder, nods to him, his old and first friend, and says he's ready to keep going. Alright, so, Raticate will go for another hyper thing. And let me look at my bonus to hit. That will miss. So, also procking. Let me look at the paper. Okay, so now you get an additional +1. So you're natural base 14. And then you are now, for the next round, you're at 15. And then you still have a +2 to hit. So when you roll your dice, whatever the dice roll is, +2 on top of what your other to hit bonus is. So what would you like to do? So you see that Raticate try to attack the Bellsprout, but the Bellsprout's just in it's a new element of energy and motivation. And as that Raticate comes close to chomping down with its fangs, the Bellsprout's just super elusive, and it just flies right past. And then that Raticate turns around, ready for its action.
I'm just gonna go ahead and try and buy a move again.
Alright, roll the hit.
He's cleaning your glasses.
It's a 20.
How nice of it.
You rolled a 20
Well, with the bonuses.
with the +4?
Yeah.
Or what's your natural to hit
My
bonus?
shirt.
3.
3 plus the 2? So you rolled a 15 plus 5?
Yeah.
You definitely hit.
Yeah.
So roll for damage.
Protect me, you want
Look at that face. You see it without your glasses on.
So it's half the attack plus.
That's how I feel right now.
So It's 3 things. It's half your attack stat. It's whatever the damage stat says for the move to roll. It's whatever you roll, and then it's a D4 because of stat. Add all that together. 8 damage. Nicely done. It is bloodied, meaning it's at or below half HP. The Eradicate. So the Bellsprout is kind of like just bobbing and weaving, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. So it's just dodging its moves and then quickly with its reflexes delivering that fine jab and whip. And it just literally takes its 2 whips or its 2 vines and it does like a cross just across its face and body, just smack. And you see the Eradicate just be pushed back onto the ground, onto its back, like a good 5 feet of just with that force. And you see the Eradicate go, Eradicate! Eradicate! And you see with every hit it's been delivered that Eradicate is just getting more exhausted and just weakened from that first hyper-focused and energized Eradicate that you saw at the beginning of the battle. Alrighty. So, I'd say we have time for one more round of battle, and then we definitely need to end the round and go to someone else. Alright, so Radicate's turn. Radicate. We'll do Hyper Fang once more. Because why not? Got 3 minutes. And does a, with my bonus, does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Alright. So just based off that, I won't do any additional things because in this friendly competition, the Pokemon, the trainers and everyone in this position isn't with lethal intent. So there's no risk of killing your Pokemon, kind of like a scrimmage. With the damage I just got and with what your HP was, Bellsprout does go down. So you see that Raticate find a second wind. Right before it goes for the attack, it looks at Joey the Elder. Joey the Elder looks at Raticate, and you see their souls just intertwine with love and passion, and almost like they went back in time for the first moment they met, and all their time traveled, and all that bond that was built. And you see Raticate almost form a tear in its eye. It's like, yes, I will do this for you. And it goes through. It uses extra agility, almost to the point where it's like you're losing sight of the Raticate as it's moving forward and back and forth laterally. It jumps up and then jumps down right at that Bellsprout and just gives it a fine crunch in the sense of that Hyper Fang. And you see Bellsprout try to dodge, but just doesn't make it in time. And you hear Bellsprout. Bellsprout hits the ground.
Bellsprout, return!
All right.
You did great. I'm so proud of you.
That's right. He did, bro. Come back for you.
Yeah.
So, with that, we're gonna move on. So that was pretty good.
What's in this guy's bag.
Let's leave that mystery for the next round. Alec, it's your turn, bro. The man, the myth, the legend. What 2 Pokemon you have been conversating with Blue?
Yeah. The part that's throwing me for a loop is I can choose moves that can be cool for him. But what moves are I going to choose for him? Because then I would need to keep them for a while.
Are you saying you don't want to change a move because it's already of its style?
Well, no, the Pokemon I'm thinking of, their moves, I plan to get rid of most of them.
Okay, so you don't want to get rid of this exclusive cool move that you could use in the future.
Yeah. Because it's just another move. It's taking one of the moves I have and making it cool.
Yeah.
I think I want to do Sticks and Rhonda
Alright.
the Kakuna.
Okay, so I'm gonna write down the Pokemon that you're choosing so I can give them the XP bonuses for the training and what moves. We'll get back to that in a second.
Because he gets pursued of them.
I get that one.
Huh?
Get that one.
Yeah, but I have to choose now.
So, I will say, for the sake of things, that you're going to go through some really focused training with Blue, and he's going to be very personable with you, and he's going to really teach you the embodiment of cool. And so, with this one Pokemon, because he's also going to be very in tune with the Pokemon as well, that in the future, if you so happen to get rid of a move that was chosen, you can reteach one move on that specific Pokemon to be cool.
Okay.
Does that work for you? But it only works for the Pokemon that are trained with Blue, getting that, and it works with you because you're also getting that embodiment and teaching, being mentored by Blue, and how to kind of, because that Pokemon already knows the embodiment, it can be adaptable.
I think I'm going to do something interesting on Sticks, because it's not going to help me right now, but it will help me in the long end. I think for Sticks, I'm going to choose Sticks' egg move Covet.
Alright.
That I can't use yet. Make that a cool move.
Excellent. So you're working with Covet, got it, and you're working with
Rhonda the Kakuna.
Rhonda as well. And what move?
String Shot. Let me just double check and make sure that's not a cool move already.
Yep.
I don't think it is, but
I think it's a smart move.
I also think it's a smart move, but yeah. So yeah, String Shot.
And that is, that's your Kakuna, isn't it?
Yeah, my level 12 Kakuna.
I love the fact that you're working with that.
I almost chose Demeter the Sunflora, but there's just... I love Sunflora, but there's not much cool about Sunflora.
Let's see here. Did you name your Sunflora?
Yeah,
Or your Sunkern?
Yeah, it's Demeter.
Okay, how do you spell that? Because I don't have its name written yet.
D-E-M-E-C-E-R.
D-E-M-E?
Yep. T-E-R, like the Greek goddess.
T-E-R. Demeter.
Yep.
Alright. So, I love the fact, like I said, that you chose Metapod.
I didn't
Because
choose
something
Metapod, I chose
special...
Kakuna.
Or, sorry, I was multitasking my
That's
thoughts. So, Kakuna, because something special happens at the end of this training
Oh, really?
with Kakuna.
Alright.
So, you guys are taking in your training. I need you to make me rolls for both Pokemon. You may have advantage on this. I do need you to make me... Let me see where I wrote it down. A roll for each Pokemon of 5d6, and you do have advantage.
Lord.
I got you.
Okay, I'm gonna need to borrow some.
You can borrow mine too if you need.
I get the Komori kind of.
There's 4 in your own.
Yep. So, alright.
And I do need you to tell me what Pokemon each roll is for.
Okay, this first one was for Rhonda because she's first in my thing. I made the roll on the tip, but I had to pick it up so I could count.
Okay.
So that's a 16, but I get to roll it with advantage. So
Yep.
roll again. Oh, that's a lot better. 23 for Rhonda.
Excellent.
Yeah, 2 5s, a 6, a 3, and a 4.
So with that, you got max EXP for the training given for Rhonda.
Okay.
And now I need you to do the same with Sticks.
So the first roll is 14.
Okay.
Second roll is 16.
Okay. Alrighty. So, I'm gonna say that you, with this extra, like, embodiment, and for you to be able to adapt in the future with these Pokemon and the move cool, you're gonna probably need to spend an hour or two of training with Blue. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, it's fine, buddy.
Perfect. Are you cool with moving on to the next round while you guys are
What
embodied?
about his phone?
Oh, thank you for the reminder. Appreciate that. You notice that your phone vibrates, and you hear a little bit of a sound, and you recognize it as probably an alert for an email or a message. What would you like to do?
I will summon the rodent phone out of my pocket and use talk to text.
Alrighty. So you received the message from Brawly, basically saying what he had said previously in the session.
Alec is going to send back busy at Blue's gym. Kind of a private matter. If you want to meet up afterwards, I'll be done in a couple hours.
I will remind you that in my message, I stated that our previous meetup spot was going to be the Pokemon Center, and now I'm asking you all to meet us at the Digglet Cave. And I sent GPS coordinate.
They'll be like,
So it will go straight to
I'll
the map.
be here for a couple hours, but I'll head that way, I guess, afterwards. Signed, Alec.
Excellent. So with you doing your training, do you want to reenact any of the training, like you're working on performance? Do you want to use any creativity or flavor before we pass the round?
I mean,
Like embodiment of like what you see you and Blue in the Pokemon doing, or like the move or anything. Just want to give you an opportunity.
I picture that there's like kind of a half stage still from the gym, the contest that was held there. And we're there and we're under the lights and we're just going over things, over the moves, and Blue's sitting in there and he's kind of like Simon Cowell sitting at the judges. He's like, no, you should do this. And I'm like, oh yes, okay, so we should do this.
Awesome.
It's like terrible. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Definitely not.
And then he brings in 3 other guys and we form a boy band and we're in a big time rush.
Hell yeah. Well, so Blue is definitely, more on a serious matter, but having fun at the same time. You've noticed that he's really good at making the connection with Pokemon, and you can see, even though you've made that great connection with the Pokemon, but he's fastly also connecting to your Pokemon, which you've noticed, and you also see that your Pokemon, because of his expertise and because you're there also helping that learning and teach, you see the Pokemon learning at what you would seem to notice a faster rate. They're definitely absorbing a lot more efficiently. Alright. And Blue is definitely just very encouraging in the moment as well, saying, when someone does a great job, he's like, good job, keep that up. And then he's like, I love to see the cool style out of you guys. You hold so much potential. And then obviously if something needs correcting, he's quite, serious and firm, but in a sense more of like a respectful way. All right, so we'll move forward. I believe it's Brawly.
Yes.
Which happens to also be now your turn.
Yes.
It's both your turns.
Yes.
So, you roll me a perception. Please, both.
Why am I?
Is that character perception?
Yes, character
Why
perception.
are you feeling difference?
16.
16.
That is 11.
11. Alright, so you both see this, but Joey sees a little bit more like intense detail of
Give me
what's
the
going
trauma.
on. So, because of your role, you notice someone familiar.
I was kidding, I don't want the trauma.
So at the entrance of the cave, you see someone that you notice from Pallet Town, and you see that trainer has a Pokemon out, and is basically threatening this person in front of him to get out of his way of the entrance. And this person that you see in front of him is not budging. It's as if something that, like, he had something to protect or go after himself in there. And he's not going to let anybody, like, get past him, is like what you're reading.
Okay.
You also see the Pokemon. Do you want to do, like, to figure out what the Pokemon is? Do you want to do anything, or do you want me just to go off the details?
For this circumstance, just give me the details that you can.
Okay. So you see a Pokemon that is more of like a gas form. Is purple, and you see it basically put its poisonous body, engulf the trainer, and you also see that a trainer's Pokemon is fainted on the ground.
Oh!
So basically this Pokemon is engulfing the trainer that would not move, and you see this trainer as if it's like suffocating and at the same time being poisoned, drops to its knees, and then basically hits the ground. And at the same time, you see the Pokemon levitate up and spit out a toxic, acidic type fluid onto the trainer.
Jesus.
And you see the trainer literally start disintegrating.
That's extreme.
That is
That's
pretty
gruesome.
extreme, man.
I told you. Then you see that trainer go into the bag of that other trainer and grab a Pokeball and return the fainted Pokemon and put it in its own personal, like literally go through his bag, take stuff, return the fainted Pokemon in its Pokeball, and then literally go into the cave. It's your
What do
turn.
you think the Pokemon was?
Just to be uber clear.
Did we just witness